I'll try to keep this short because I'm planning to go to a bar soon. I found out when she was about 6 months along. The guy, Brian, approached me at my work. "Are you Sarah's boyfriend?" I said yeah and asked what he wanted. He said he was sorry that he had slept with her and swore he didn't know that she was with someone. I don't believe that. He then pulled out his phone to show the texts between them. They had been sleeping together or linking up for at least a year. Then she found out she was pregnant and they came to an agreement to just pretend the baby was mine. In return, she wouldn't lose her perfect life and he wouldn't be responsible for a baby. I knew it was weird. We had been having problems trying for a baby and all of a sudden she got pregnant so easily. But he explained that he had been thinking about it and he recently became a Christian. He said that he couldn't live his life knowing that I was living a lie while his child didn't know their real father. So yeah. I told him I'd keep in touch, and to not say that he said anything just yet. I've had a lot of time to think but ultimately I decided to wait until she gave birth. To hurt her in her most vulnerable moment. I'll spare the details, but she went into labor, baby was born, and was taken to the NICU to be monitored for a bit. What should have been a beautiful moment of me holding my baby, was the most heartbreaking time of my life. Just knowing he was not mine hurt me. Once she was sewn up and comfortable I started packing up my stuff to leave. She asked where I was going and I just told her. I know I'm not baby's name's father. You can act all shocked but I know. Just ask Brian to come, I'm positive he'll sign the birth certificate. Then I left. She's been calling my phone over and over, even sending texts as I type this, and has even gotten her sister to call me a few times. It was hard pretending these last few months but I think I'm satisfied. I feel really heartbroken though. I was planning to propose to her on the day our baby was born. I was gonna make her the happiest woman ever. Oh well. I'm going to go get shit-faced now. Edit. Head hurts, but I'm home and safe. I'll clear up a few things. Brian is going to be in the baby's life if it's his. I don't care what anyone says, I'm sure the kid isn't mine. I'll go get tested but me and Brian have been in contact since last night and there isn't a doubt in my mind. For those of you calling me a psychopath or whatever, I don't really care. You'll all forget about this post in a day anyway, while I'll have to live with this shit for the rest of my life. What I did wasn't amazing but I don't care. All I ever did was treat her amazing and this is how she pays me back. If you think this is fake, go read something else. Doesn't matter to me. Update 1. Hi everyone. I just wanted to start by saying I would have updated sooner but it takes a bit to get test results back. I've also been working on myself in the time being. Thanks for all the support. I'll cut to the chase. I am not the father. But I already knew that already deep down. Brian and the baby are a match so that pretty much answers that question. He's very excited to be a dad, even despite the circumstances. We've kept in touch this whole time and he's actually a really great guy. Goes to church now, volunteers at shelters, etc. I'm not sure if we'll continue to stay in touch after this but I wouldn't mind getting a drink with him every once in a while. I hope the kid does great in life. He should with Brian as his dad. As for Sarah, around the time I posted she had asked Brian to be with her officially since there was nothing to hide. As far as I know he has not taken her up on that offer and just wants to co-parent for the sake of being in his kid's life. I think that's very smart of him honestly. Me and her have talked as well. We talked about where it all went wrong. She felt as though I wasn't there for her fully and just felt unfulfilled. Which I understand. I wasn't always the best guy but I treated her the best I could. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. She started crying and I did give her a hug but I made sure she knew it wasn't cause I cared about her. She's offered to stay friends and for me to visit if I want but I declined. I'm not really interested in keeping up with her and her kid but I did give her the stuffed animal I was planning to give our kid someday as a gift. She's been staying with her mom, and has fully moved out her stuff. She asked me to keep her number but I blocked her the same day she finished moving out. So it's just me now. I'm not gonna lie, my heart has been super heavy. But I think I'll be okay. There's a cute girl at my work and we've been talking. She's a single mom and has been awesome so far. I explained that I wanted to go slow cause of my recent breakup and she understands. We've hooked up once or twice, nothing serious yet. I just want to be by myself for now but I'll likely give her a shot when I'm ready. That's it for now. I'm depressed, but I'm working out now at least. I never want to talk to Sarah and will likely never see her again. It sucks cause she was such a big part of my life but that's gone now. Thanks for all the support. I'll answer questions if you guys have more. Edit. Just wanted to mention that I still don't feel bad about what I did. I can tell she's still hurting, but I definitely think it's deserved still. Update 2. I keep getting DMs asking me to update so here's one. Been roughly 8 months. Check profile for original story. No, I don't talk to Sarah. Screw Sarah. Haven't seen her. Last I heard, she moved to 3 hours away with her mom to be closer to some family. I kept seeing her around town a lot so I'm beyond grateful she's gone. She would attempt to have conversations with me sometimes in the first month after she gave birth but that soon stopped. As for Brian, we text occasionally. And we did go out for that beer. He overall seems happy to be a father, but we don't talk about Sarah. I don't keep up much with him anyways. We're both hardworking men with jobs, kids, and lives to live so it's kinda hard to keep up. I don't think they're together at all but who knows. Speaking of kids, the woman who was a single mom that I started seeing? We're still together. Her kid is awesome and I love being her stepdad tbh. So a big middle finger to those who told me to stop talking to her or that it wasn't gonna work. It may seem like we moved fast but, at this point, I don't care. I've never loved anyone more. We communicate properly, hardly fight, just so much fun. I initially was gonna cut all contact with her after falling off into a bad drinking habit but she really kept me grounded. I didn't meet my stepdaughter for a while, but when I did, I knew I couldn't leave. Being a part of this little family has healed me in ways I literally can't fathom. And before anyone says I just used them to deal with the trauma of not having my own kid, that couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm in therapy, I got my shit together, and most days I don't even think about my ex.
My boyfriend went missing today while shopping for my birthday gift. I am freaking out right now. My boyfriend, T27M, called me, 26F, while I was at work. At 1:50 p.m., he was talking about the surprise trip we will be taking for my birthday in a few weeks and just joking around. While on the phone, he said he was picking out my birthday gift at the mall, 7 minutes away, and just doing extra shopping. At that time, he had just arrived, and we said our goodbyes. He told me to call him when I got off work as usual. Our last message was at 3:33 p.m. when I asked how he was, and he joked that he would have to take out a second mortgage for the gifts that he was looking at. 3:50 p.m. I let him know I was about to leave work. 4:17 p.m. I called him to let him know I got to my mom's house to take care of her cat. He didn't answer, but I figured he was still busy. 4:50 p.m. I texted and called to let him know I was on my way home. At this point, my stomach dropped because he always answers his phone no matter what, but I thought I was being paranoid. At 5:20 p.m., I rushed home to our apartment. I saw he left his pocket knife and AirPods, which he brings everywhere with him, but probably didn't because he thought it was just going to be a short trip to the mall. 6:30, at this point, he has not been active on social media since 3:30 p.m. I tried texting and calling again. At 7:30 p.m., I checked the mall parking lot and also our apartment parking lot. 8:30 p.m., I reached out to his mom and his main friends. No one has heard from him. 9:30 p.m., his mom checked the parking lots where we live as well. Bars, etc. 10:30 p.m., we have all called and texted him. His phone is on, and he has his Apple Watch. The phone rings, and then goes to voicemail. So it is still on. Unfortunately, none of us share a location. 11:30 p.m. It is now late at night while I'm writing this. I feel so nauseous right now. I'm worried sick. He would never not answer my phone calls, his mom's, sisters, or family. He would never not come home to take care of his dog, whom he loves dearly and who has separation anxiety from him. I've called all the hospitals and jails surrounding us, nothing. I have a horrible, horrible feeling. I now wish he never even went to get me stupid birthday gifts. I hate this. I hope that he's just had some out of the blue mental breakdown and went on a binder with a long-lost friend I don't know. Basically, I hope he is doing anything, as long as he is safe and okay. I don't know why I wrote this. I'm just freaking out so bad. I want to file a police report if he doesn't show up by the morning. I can't believe this right now. Update, my boyfriend went missing today while shopping for my birthday gift. I wanted to say thank you for everyone giving tips, prayers, and similar stories. I appreciated it so much. Unfortunately, I am just stupid. Stupid to think that the guy I loved would never watch his phone ring 200 plus times from me, my friends, his family, and some of his friends while he was out doing who knows what and who knows who. The police came by my apartment this morning. I told them everything. They had already begun pinging his phone location and called him. I guess when they left a message it alerted him, and at 10 a.m. I got a phone call from guess who? Him. All he said was, "I'm pulling in, I'll explain when I'm inside." Obviously I was relieved but also like, what the fuck? His pupils were big as hell, so I know that he did drugs. He told me he went to the bar until 2 a.m. and then went back to a friend's house until this morning. The friend's house he said he went to, this was a lie. I got confirmation from his friend's brother and wife, who I am friends with, and they said that friend was with his GF all night. I looked at him and I told him, you know that is a lie. He had that take it to my grave look when he kept lying about it. The police ended up questioning him, which freaked him out, and my mother showed up and chewed him out. They had come back from a trip from our cottage last night to help me look. I think him saying he was shopping for my b-day gift was a load of bull now. Which makes it worse somehow. I had gone out for an early b-day dinner and drinks with my best friend the day before. She just had surgery so she couldn't stay out late, and the only reason why I was celebrating early is because I have a surgery this Thursday. He brought up how I went out without him that night. I almost lost my shit. He went MIA for 17 to 18 hours. No warning. And started his binder apparently right after I got off the phone with him. The fact that he could be out and watch his phone ring that many times and then wait until 6 a.m. to get on social media while still ignoring me is crazy. Also, what if I had decided to just stay at my mom's this weekend since I was house sitting anyways? He was just going to leave his dog without checking with me that I would take care of her? I feel so embarrassed. I called every impound, hospital, jail, all around. I feel sick that he could just flip a switch after telling me to call him after I get off work while he's shopping for my presents. He's never done this before, but something feels so off. We just started this lease in February, my head is going wild. I cried so much the past day, I just feel cold now. I've never had to go to this extent to find out if someone was okay, especially when I live with them. He wouldn't even answer his mom or sisters. I texted him multiple times, if you are out please just let me or someone who can let me know that you are okay, I love you. How could he do this? Of course he said sorry, but it's trying to play it off like it's normal. Maybe in other relationships, but never ours. I've had exes who would ditch me to go to bars all the time, but at least I would get a drunk fuck you and having fun text. This is someone I pictured having a future with. Everything else as our relationship was great and he also seemed so kind and caring and would always pick up my call. If the cops never would have called him, I doubt he would have come back this early. Again, I am so sorry to you all. If I had any inkling he would do this I would have never posted. Now I guess I have to just make myself not care anymore and figure out what I need to do.